Smith in a way. And plus, it's not just an action film; it's also a romantic comedy. So, this is a romantic comedy, technically, because it's got the whole chemistry between him and Jamie Lee Curtis, and plus, it's just a fun film, and I had a ball with it. Well, that was all my DVDs I had, and pretty much my DVD update was very wordy. So now, let's get into some topics. Just earlier today, when I was just like probably an hour ago, if I'm not mistaken, about an hour ago, my dad told me that the actress Brittany Murphy has died. And when he told me that, I'm like, what? I wasn't sure exactly how she died. I'm like, I mean, I didn't really watch any. I didn't really know. I know who she was. I know she. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry about that, folks. I'm all scrambled up. I know I've seen her in other. I know I've seen her in some films. Kinda. I knew who she was, and I'm like, what? She died. I mean, I didn't really know. I didn't see all of her films, and I never really watched all. And I never even see all the films. I know. Let's put it like this. All I know is that she was the voice of Luann Hill on King of the Hill. So that's pretty much the one thing I pretty much know her for the most. Clueless, I kind of forgot about that almost. Almost forgot about that. And yeah, it's a shame though. Plus she was very pretty too. As a matter of fact, the girl's kind of rich. Bleh, let's try that again. She was a very. Plus, she looked like a really pretty girl anyway, and it's a shame that she died so unexpectedly, especially in a crash. Ooh, in a rush too. That sucks. And 32 years old, so technically, that's not a long life. So yeah, not good. 32 years of age and you're dead. When you're younger, some people, when you're a young kid and you don't understand that it's not really that old. Some person might, when you're younger, a little kid might think, 32, that's kind of old. Then you stop, but you have to explain to that person that life is too short to be taken away from you so soon. Because life, put it like this, life is a test, and we're just here on Earth to see how long we survive till we just die at a certain age, till we die at a point we're old. Now if we get caught up and we end up dying, either if someone killed us or we got killed in a terrible freak accident or whatsoever, it's not a good thought. You know, it's painful, and you know, because you know life is gonna hit you hard, and it's gonna hit you really well. Some people might, and there's some people out there that don't understand. I'm not saying everybody, I mean people who just, who minds don't think straight. Like they'll think about, like, it could, for example, say if there's a person who didn't really give a crap about anybody, so like, yeah, screw that person, and I don't care if that person's dead, you know. But that person was young, and that person didn't have a long life at all. Now, when it's that person's point, when it's time for that person to understand exactly how hard it will hit you, what happens if that person who was very close to someone dies, and they were only very young, and only had so much to live for that they could have done, but they never made it far enough in life to be able to do it. Now, Now, how do you comprehend with knowing that someone close to you, or someone you know, or you for that matter, could die at any moment? Just put it like this, my teacher made a good point. Technically, we're dying very, very slowly, because as we get older, because we know that when we're going to die someday. I don't want to say that in a horrible manner, but we're all going to die someday. Heck, it could be later, tomorrow, next year, anytime. Really depends what can happen. You never know what could happen to me. As I worry a lot when I get out in life, because I don't know what's gonna happen to me the next day. I managed to survive and make it home, but you never know with people, because things could happen in a split second. That's what happened with Brittany Murphy, an actress that didn't deserve it. A chick, a girl who looked very lovely, and a person who seemed like a very nice person, just bam, like that, just. And I looked up, she was only 32. So that's just really sad. So when people start thinking that's pretty long life, it ain't. In reality, it's not really long life. Because when you're at that age, you still remember things when you were like 18 or even younger. Or you remember your childhood. So you're going to say it's a long life. So pretty much it seems, to that person, it seems like yesterday. So it's just short. Life is too short to waste, and this person didn't, and this actress didn't deserve to die. It was just a very shameful death, and my condolences go out to her family and her friends, anyone that knew her. So rest in peace, Brittany Murphy. It was just unexpected, and it was totally not a way to go. Disease, accidents, murders, anything. No one should ever die for something they didn't deserve. And I know for a fact this person did not do anything to deserve this. And even though I did not, even though I will admit I have not really seen all of her films, or even really know too much about her. But I knew who she was. I knew she was an actress. I've heard of her. I know I've seen her in something at one point in my life. And I know I've seen King of the Hill. And I know I've watched it sometimes. And I know she was the voice of the girl, except it took me a long time to finally catch on. And, you know, it's just, you know, folks, if you are young now and you're in your 30s, or younger, or my age, folks, just remember this. Just try to do as many accomplishments that you feel you can make now in your life before it's too late. Because if you don't, then it's gonna be too late. I'm not saying you won't be able to do it in the future, but sometimes you want to do things while you're still young. So whatever it is that you haven't done before in your life, you want to do it while you still have a chance. Because like I said, death can come at you at any point, in any direction. And that's what happened to Brittany Murphy, an actress, for that matter, a person who, so in the end, even a person who has everything, who's a star, who's done movies, who's done things, in the end, they're just like us. They're just like us, and they die too. They're human. And it's a shame that she just died so suddenly. So yeah, God rest her soul. Not to mention around the holidays too, almost Christmas. So it's even more sadder, just the thought of that. I hate when people die right before the holiday of the year. It just really saddens me. Or anyone's birthday when they die. It just really sores up my heart a bit. Just the thought of it. And it just ain't right, and it's happened to me before in life. I actually knew someone that was a neighbor, but I looked at him more than just a neighbor. I looked at him like close to our family, and died like weeks before Christmas, and it just ain't fair. But you know, what are you gonna do? Well, anyway, to a more positive subject. I've been hearing a lot. I actually got two from other people that I know on my friends list. Reese 007, and I forgot who else said this. Let me look it up. Because yesterday I got a comment from Reese 007 Aaron that he went to Target and they actually found an actual DVD of the director's cut. And here's the comment from Aaron. Hey, was at Target and they have an exclusive, which is only at Target, which I don't understand. Terminator Salvation Director's Cut on DVD. Guess they're the only ones who care about the fans. Still like your rant. See, that's the thing. That's a thing. I mean, it's cool, at least now I know. See, here I was, I ranted about the fact that it's only on Blu-ray. But now here's another thing I don't understand is, I mean, it's cool that at least it's at Target. At least they finally got. See, I was wrong. I mean, I shouldn't say I'm wrong fully, but at least the good news is at least they finally got a director's cut for the DVD. I thought